EricAPosner, Radical Markets, Uprooting Capitalism and Democracy for a Just Society. Welcome to the captivating world of Radical Markets, Uprooting Capitalism and Democracy for a Just Society, by EricAPosner. In this summary, you'll be taken on an intriguing journey, exploring the idea of harnessing free market auctions to address economic disparity and inequality, issues that have embedded themselves deeply into the fabric of society. Posner breaks down these concerns into three primary areas: decreasing labor income, increasing market power, and stagnant economic policy. Discover the radical concept of auctions that could encourage competition and reduce inequality, while delving into the inspirations, rationales, and potential applications behind this fascinating theory.
Free market auctions for economic justice. The rich continue to get richer, the poor remain poor, and the middle class stagnates worldwide. Modern public policy has done little to alleviate this inequality, but radical change is required for a fairer society. To address the root causes of inequality, auctions can be used to decentralize power and encourage collective action. Three main factors cause economic disparity: decreasing labor income, increasing market power, and stagnant economic policy. The wealthy earn most of their money from investments and profits rather than wages, and their increasing market power often means they can set prices without competition from smaller businesses. Traditional economic policies have also failed to address inequality issues and, as such, new disruptive solutions are needed to fix the economy, with free market auctions being a potential solution to these deep-rooted problems. Free markets versus radical markets. Capitalism's solutions won't work with traditional free markets as monopolies control them, but radical free markets can eliminate inequality through auctions. This type of auction rewards the highest bidder, making it an ideal solution to encourage competition and reduce inequality. However, this requires certain conditions such as prioritizing products and services adding value to the community, agreeing on profitable prices, having competitive and free markets, allowing everyone to participate and buy whatever they want. The birth of radical auctions. This book explores how the concept of radical auctions came to be. It traces the evolution of economic thought, starting from Adam Smith's ideas on how to govern markets. It highlights how the 19th-century economist Henry George predicted the conflict between private property and free markets. In contrast, Nobel Prize-winning economist William Spencer Vickery proposed shared property as a method to end inequality. Vickery's mechanism design method could facilitate the allocation of anything from ad space to automobile rides, while his auctions required equally radical new rules. The proposed auctions enabled people to bid to rent private property, with auction proceeds benefiting the community. Transforming ownership. The current economic system favors private property, but it allows a few owners to enjoy most of the wealth. Monopolies decrease productivity by 25%, so a competitive common ownership system is proposed to discourage them. Governments can own property and rent it out for productive uses. Free auctions can lead to equality in ownership, but they don't guarantee productivity. The solution is a continuous auction in uses that would allocate efficiency, leading to partially owned public property controlled by the community. Proceeds from auctions would fund community projects, leveling the field and making the system fairer for everyone. Revolutionizing property ownership. A new system called COST proposes continuous online property auctions, self-assessed or automatic property valuations, and taxes to fund public initiatives. This system aims to simplify property transfers, improve market stability, better distribute wealth, and emphasize property use over ownership. Under the COST system, owners would use their property or lose it to someone else, reducing non-productive monopolies. Sellers manipulating prices to artificially increase property values would pay taxes. One predicted benefit of COST is a 5% increase in output. Another is the potential to generate enough revenue to finance public projects, eliminate existing taxes, and still produce a surplus. The system also aims to redistribute wealth by offering tax refunds to low-income individuals for negative value assets. Items with sentimental value would either have a low price to protect them or be exempt from cost. Governments would be able to partially sell government-owned property for a price that included a cost-based license fee. Reinventing voting systems. The American political system follows the one-person one-vote principle, but this system still allows for the marginalization of minorities. To address this problem, the concept of public policy auctions has been introduced. This introduces a one-person many-vote structure that enables individuals to bid for votes, based on how strongly they feel about an issue. The recently developed quadratic voting system gives voters voice credits that they can spend on purchasing votes and allows minorities to win majorities on issues about which they care deeply. Unlike traditional majoritarian systems, the quadratic voting system balances the intensity of interest with numbers, reducing the risk of extremism and encouraging compromise. To realize its full potential, the system could be applied to a wide range of issues and may even reinvent how we handle decision-making in the future. Corporate governance needs revamp. Large institutional investors own controlling shares of 40% of U.S. public companies, leading to reduced competition and innovation. Antitrust laws are ineffective due to the Red Queen phenomenon, where constant rule evasion necessitates more rules. Dividend and equity-owning shareholders lack control over ownership, affecting their money and political influence. Radical corporate control could stifle monopolies and limit investment ownership to make new regulations essential in managing company size. Instituting radical markets could eliminate institutional investor power, with a potential gain of 0.5% of national income. QV could reduce money's effect on politics. Uncovering the truth about Siren servers. Large online services like Facebook and Google use the data provided by users to earn advertising dollars. These companies are called Siren servers, and the massive amount of data collected gives them societal influence, which is hard to dismantle. The idea of radical data markets would require users to be paid for their contribution to these businesses. This proposal aims to grow the economy and enforce users' data labor rights. The implementation of institutionalized auctions and advanced technology with new government regulations would require incremental changes to markets. The proposed radical markets are not static, and social problems demand continuous market evolution.
In conclusion, EricAPosner's Radical Markets challenges conventional approaches to capitalism and democracy, presenting an alternative model through free market auctions. The book exposes economic problems such as income inequality, market power abuse, and ineffective economic policy to compel us to reimagine the role of auctions, drawing on the influences of historical figures like Henry George, William Spencer Vickery, and others. From property exchanges to political decisions, these radical ideas could lead us on a path towards a more just society. By understanding the key takeaways presented in this summary, you've been provided with an insightful perspective on how auctions could be the agent of change our world desperately needs.